This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Tuesday. Welcome. Jason Walker Show, above all handyman services man cave. You can watch on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can listen on Podbean, Network One Sports. Go to jasonwalkershow.com for anything, anytime, anywhere. Coming up today, we're talking with Roger Thiesing of the National Football Foundation about getting the chapters back going here in the state of Montana and helping out great student athletes in high school across the state. So we'll talk to Roger coming up. Your Montana Rodeo Roundup, Auto Contest Performance of the Week, and much more all on the way. Our Twitter handle at JWalkerSports. Our email, jason at jasonwalkershow.com. Beautiful day. Hope you had a great weekend. Hung out all weekend with the little one and my wife. Had fun. Went to the park a few times over in our neighborhood. It was pretty cool. It was a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Hope you got out and enjoyed the weather as well. So there you go. Let's see. Let's start today with the Stats Perform FCS Top 25 poll released Monday, and North Dakota State, the defending champs, sitting on top, followed by South Dakota State, Montana State, Missouri State, rounding out the top 5. Sacramento State in there at number 7. There are 6 Big Sky Conference teams, including Eastern Washington at 13, and Weber at 20, and then UC Davis at number 25 in the preseason. Now, coaches will tell you it means absolutely nothing. Alex Eshelman and I talked about it last week. It means nothing because nothing has happened yet, right? Literally, nothing has happened yet. So we'll see how that goes. A couple of baseball notes. Boulder Arrowhead All-Stars out of Billings advancing at the Little League Regional down in San Bernardino, getting a 11-0 win over Wyoming yesterday, a team from Gillette, in loser outplay to stay alive. This is the 11 and 12-year-olds, and got them by the mercy rule. Rebounded from a loss on Sunday and playing today against the loser of Paseo Verde and Snow Canyon of Utah in a semifinal loser-out game. So good luck to the boys from Billings. Also, saw the Billings Royals knocked out last week. They went 2-2 at regionals after starting 2-0. The Butte Miners playing today for a regional championship in Vernal, Utah. Won the Class A state regional in Belgrade. Now one win away from the Northwest Class A regional. That game today as well. And they will play the Minico Storm. I don't know where the Minico Storm are from, but good luck to the boys from Butte. Oh, they're out of Rupert, Idaho. So there you go. Butte's been putting out some runs. 8-5 yesterday. They've scored 15, 13, 11, and 8. This is a powerhouse Class A baseball team out of Butte. So good luck to them. Let's see. What else did we get to? Oh, there was club championships over the weekend at Green Meadow and at Bill Roberts. Ben McIntyre getting the win at Green Meadow, his 5th title there. He went 64, then 75 to beat Finn McMichael by 2 shots. Spencer Williams was 3rd. Darren Newell-Smith won by 24 shots, her 7th consecutive Green Meadow crown. Jay Anderson won the senior men. I've golfed with Jay. Jay's fantastic. June Brasino won the senior women's. Bill Sprinkle, Linda Cockhill, super seniors. at Bill Roberts. Sioux Court has won 16 total championships now after finishing 7 shots ahead of Sharman Hansen. Let's see, on the men's side, Nicholas Balkin and we mentioned Sioux Court. So Todd Waterman won his 4th seniors crown at Bill Roberts. DJ Jones, her 6th club title at Billy Bob's. So lots of great golf played over the weekend over there. Got your Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up, and it'll include Darby, which I'll be in Darby this weekend watching the Northern Rodeo and hanging out with my good buddies, the Turners, who are, the proud owners of Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions, so you can create the log home of your dream in your budget, and they will work with you for sure. 50 years experience, the best craftsmen available. Check out Montana Custom Log Homes at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Let's get our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week out of the way, and it's pretty impressive. Timothy Rosette, who is Chippewa Cree, won his weight division at the 2022 Montana State Novice Boxing Tournament over the weekend. Saw that from Indiansports.com, which is pretty awesome. So congratulations to Timothy Rosette, boxing champ, our Auto Concepts Performance of the Week. All right, quick break. We'll come back. We'll talk football, high school football, and a little Roger Staubach knowledge as well coming up as we check in with Roger Thiesing, National Football Foundation. What's it going to take to get some Montana recognition? He'll tell us when we come back here on the Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday. Stick around.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of the Jason Walker Show. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com. Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
The Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show on a Tuesday. Hope you had a great weekend. Hope your week is off to a good start. Montana State has hired former Wisconsin assistant Susie Woodburn to lead the women's tennis program. So good luck to her. Men had a great season down there this year. Oh, man. Got your Montana Rodeo Roundup coming up and much more, but it is time for football chat. And, you know, football season's right around the corner, right? And high school football camp starts next week, I think Monday. I mean, it's here, folks. College is underway. All the Frontier teams, Big Sky teams gearing up. Had their first day of practices. Getting ready for the season to start up. Frontier starts the end of August. And the National Football Foundation has always been a big part of high school football, college football across the country. And for years, Montana had a chapter. The chapter still exists. It's kind of low, and we're looking to get it back going. And joining us now on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline to talk about it is Roger Thiesing on the Jason Walker Show.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Well, Mr. Thiesing, it's been about a month and a half since I last saw you in Billings at the Football Hall of Fame. We had a great dinner. We had a great banquet. We had a great time. How are you?
I'm well. Let's get one thing straight to begin with. I am Roger, not Mr. Thiesing.
You tell us that all the time, but I just can't get it out of my head.
Well, I always kid around and say my father was Mr. Thiesing. I happen to be Roger.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, what a great weekend, though, in Billings we had. And how cool was that for you to be there?
It was really fantastic. I've been, obviously, to a lot of banquets, football banquets over the years. And I thought that Rick and his board did a fabulous job in putting things together. As you know, the attendance was, I think, over the top. I was very surprised. One of the things that I found about Montana is that people don't mind driving 2 or 3 hours to get someplace. So that was kind of a surprise for me. But I met a lot of great people, and I guess because I'm so involved and love football so much, I didn't realize that there were so many, over the years, so many good players that have come out of Montana and not only played college but pro ball, and that's a good thing. That's a neat thing.
It definitely is, and a lot of these kids got their start in high school, which is what we're going to talk about with the National Football Foundation. It was established in, 1947, I guess. Douglas MacArthur, General, Earl Red Blake, and Grantland Rice, and we all know a few of those names. Who was Red Blake?
Red Blake was the football coach at Army and was kind of a legendary guy that really came up with some of the formations and some of the things that are still in existence today. He was an inventor, so to speak, of different formations and plays, and was a very successful Army coach.
Roger Thiesing, our guest here, National Football Foundation is what we're talking about. Mike Miller, State Farm Hotline. This is, you come from Texas, where lots of great high school football, lots of great college and pros, but now living in Montana, and like you mentioned, you didn't realize how many great Montanans there were, and they got their start right here in high school in the state of Montana, which is pretty awesome. But this foundation, established in 1947, take me through it and what it does.
Well, first of all, let me correct you. I am actually from Cincinnati.
Oh, that's right. Yep.
But I have some connections in Texas, which you're probably familiar with. You know, the National Football Foundation was found really in order to preserve the game of football, okay, number one, to promote what's going on presently and to make sure that the future of the game is protected. And by that, I mean recently that there's been a lot of adverse publicity due to head injuries from football, but really not any more than what are occurring in soccer, lacrosse, and some of the other sports that kids are playing today. It is a contact sport, and obviously as the players get bigger and faster, the contact becomes even that much more significant. But at the same time, the manufacturers of equipment, headgear particularly, have really gone an extra mile to try to ensure that the number of concussions and other injuries are kept to a minimum. I always tell kids when they ask me or their parents, should my child play football? And my first response is, if they like to hit and if they like to get hit, yes, it's a great sport. But if you're not into contact, then you probably ought to try something else. It's a sport that I have found to be a microcosm of life. I happened to be a running back when I played, and I did play both Pee-wee football, high school football, and college football. And, you'd go into the huddle, they'd call your play, the quarterback would give you the ball, you'd run the ball, maybe you'd pick up 4, 5, 6 yards. Your face would get pushed into the mud, your hands would get stepped on. You get back up, you go back to the huddle, and daggone if they didn't call your play again and you had to go through it again. And I tell people, that's what life is. That's what life is all about. And you couldn't get a better experience of the tenacity that you needed to continue on. So it's been a great sport for me. I'm getting off tangent here a little bit. The reason I'm so in love with football is that I would not be where I am today. I have had a successful business career. I've had a successful family. I just attribute it all to the people and the experiences that I was able to have while playing the game.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Montana used to have a chapter of the National Football Federation. Mr. Bill Sprinkle ran it. It was he's a great, great guy, and we all love Mr. Sprinkle, especially up here in Montana, but and in Helena. But it disappeared a few years ago, and we're trying to get it back with the Montana Football Hall of Fame, with the National Football Federation. We need another chapter or more in the state of Montana.
Correct. Bill did a fabulous job, and from what I hear, and I was not here at the time when Bill had the chapter up and running, but the comments that I've gotten are that he tried to do everything himself, and it just wore him down. He wasn't able to figure out how to kind of delegate some of the responsibilities. It's kind of funny how I got involved, Jason. I happened to be at MSU looking for some football tickets, and I ran into a fellow by the name of Leon Costello, not knowing who he was at the time. And we got to talking, and you could say that it was either coincidence or divine intervention. I'm not sure which, but we got to talking. We got to talking about football, and he's the one that introduced me to Rick Hallis, who's the president of the Montana Football Hall of Fame. And Rick has just bent over backwards to try to help reestablish a chapter here in Montana. When I was in Cincinnati, the metropolitan area of Cincinnati is about 2 million people. Well, as you know, the whole state of Montana isn't 2 million people. So trying to establish it here, the thought that I've come up with is what I'd like to do is kind of be the coordinator for the state, and I'm willing to spend the time, volunteer my time and energy to do that, and then have like sub-chapters in each of the major metropolitan counties or cities in Montana. And that way we could carry out all the things that are so unique and different, and yet are the things that the young football players in the high schools will benefit from. There are banquets typically every spring. Boys are honored not only for their athletic ability, but for their academic achievements and their community involvement. It's really a well-rounded young man that is one that gets honored and receives the praise of the community and of the National Football Foundation.
You know what's crazy to me, Roger, when you look at the NFF, is it's in 47 states. Montana is a big football state, and we don't have a chapter here, and that just it blows my mind.
Correct, and again, it's because since Bill had the chapter going, and there was no one, I guess, to pick up the ball from him. Again, I think my connection with Leon and then with Rick. Maybe the good Lord has just put me here to try to reestablish it. I don't know.
That could be. I
love it. I love the game, and I like the interaction with guys who have had the experience of playing football.
I mean, the numbers are astounding to me. 3,300 high school scholar athletes every year are recognized.
Correct.
Over $1 million each year in scholarships is distributed by these chapters. And it's not about the NFF, it's about promoting great student athletes in the states and in the cities, and to make sure that they have an opportunity to succeed at the next level. And I think that's fantastic.
You're absolutely correct. And that's really the motive of, why aren't kids from Montana being able to experience this? They were at one time. You talk to people who were active back when Bill was involved, and they speak of the banquets and some of the kids that came through with high praise. I just think it's time to get back into that mode so that other kids here in Montana have that same opportunity of the scholarship money, of the recognition, of everything that goes along with what the NFF is trying to do.
So how do we start a chapter? How do we get this to get get it off the ground?
The chapter is actually still alive. Okay. Unfortunately, right now there's only 9 or 10 active members. Okay. So the main thing is to build the membership, because it's the membership that then becomes responsible for the scholar athlete dinners, for raising the money for the scholarship money that goes to the kids. In Cincinnati, we were giving away 10 $1,500 scholarships every year. And these are to kids not going to Division I schools, but going to smaller schools that needed the financial assistance to help them, get into college and get through college. So the Montana high school kids are missing out on that right now, and we could get back into doing that if we could just increase the number of members in the Montana chapter.
And you go to footballfoundation.org, and then you click on the official athletes website, get involved, and then click become a member. And it's pretty easy, right?
It's very easy. And the memberships, I don't mean to minimize them, but the memberships, 1 year is a $60 membership. 3 years, I believe, is $150. And if you wanted to become a sustaining membership, it's $1,000. Okay. Most people start with the 1 year membership, get the exposure to all the things that the NFF provides. You get to vote for the college players that are going into the College Football Hall of Fame. You get T-shirts, you get all kinds of things as a benefit, in addition to helping the chapter in Montana grow and become something that we can be proud of here in Montana.
And what's interesting to me, Roger, too, is we talked to Roger Thiesing, National Football Foundation, Montana chapter, is Archie Manning is hugely involved. We saw a great video from Arch and a couple of the other guys that have won the award who have gone on to amazing careers, not just in football, but in life, like you mentioned. And Archie Manning is directly involved in this, and we all know the Manning family name and how good they have been.
Right.
But to have somebody with that power helping out the National Football Foundation is huge.
It really is, and I'm going to gloat here for just a second. I happen to have the good fortune of going to high school back in Cincinnati, and my quarterback on my high school football team was a guy by the name of Roger Staubach. Yep. And Roger, of course, went on to be a Heisman Trophy winner at Annapolis, and is renowned in the NFL for being one of the best quarterbacks ever. He is involved in the National Football Foundation, and he's promised me once we get a chapter up and running here, he'll come to Montana and shake some hands with some people, including Jason Walker, if that be the case. So,
being a Cowboys fan, that would be awesome.
Well, he's the real deal, believe me. He is. He's as nice and philanthropic and a gentleman that you'll ever meet. He is absolutely just a fabulous guy. And for me, I was in his wedding. We were just good friends. We still talk. I'm going to see him in about 6 weeks down in Texas. I'm going down to visit he and his wife. And just a good friend to have. Think of whoever your best high school friend was. That's what he is for me. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
You told a couple of great stories, but what was it like taking a handoff or a little out route from Roger Staubach?
Well, back then, we didn't know that he was going to be as good as he was.
Yeah, but looking back now, you go, oh.
Looking back, he had great athletic ability. Pardon me. He went to a prep school out of high school before he went to the academy. At the prep school, just imagine this. At the prep school, he was a junior college quarterback All-American. Okay, he was a junior college All-American basketball player and scored 34 points a game. He was a junior college All-American baseball player and batted over 400. The guy was just blessed with all kind of athletic ability. So taking a handoff from him, though, was no different than riding to school with him in the morning, to talk about what we were going to do the rest of the day. So
that's awesome.
Neat guy.
That is awesome. We're talking with Roger Thiesing, National Football. Was your name Roger, or did you change it because of Roger Staubach?
No, my parents named me Roger, and his parents named him Roger, unbeknownst that either one of us were ever going to meet in our lives.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so Montana has a chapter. We're reestablishing it. We're trying to get it going. Footballfoundation.org is the major website. Is there a Montana website?
No, you gave the information out. I'm going to give you another source, okay? And if your listeners have a pen and paper, that would be handy, because it is https:// CaringCent, spelled CaringCent.com/NFF chapter /, and that'll take you right to a form to be filled out so that you can write a check and send it to National. National is in Dallas, and they are well organized. There's a fellow down there by the name of Ron Dilatash, who happens to be a friend of mine, who is the head of membership for the whole organization. He and Steve Hatchell, who is the president of the foundation, are just fellows that have worked their tails off to build this organization nationwide.
Well, I think Montana deserves, these kids deserve the recognition that everybody else in the other states are getting. And
absolutely.
There's no reason we can't make this happen, Roger.
Well, I sure appreciate you giving me the time for this exposure. It's something that I believe, if you have any football lovers out there, this is an organization that they need to be a part of.
Can we do cities like you mentioned? We have the chapter in Montana, but can a Helena, Billings, Bozeman, Great Falls, Missoula, any of these cities have their own little chapters in their schools?
Yes. I think that the way we do that, with the help of National, is to create what I'm going to call subchapters of the whole state. And each of those subchapters can do their own thing, have their own banquets, and give out their own scholarships, create their own small little world, if you will, of the National Football Foundation. But through National, through me, I could give them the help and the direction. One of the things that I was able to accomplish while I was in Cincinnati was I was the president of the organization there, and we built our chapter to be one of the larger chapters in the country. So I know how to go about doing that, and I can help everybody in each of those cities or communities that you mentioned to build their individual little chapters as well, yes.
So how do people get a hold of you?
So my email address is ROGT, like in Tom, HES, like in Sam, 43 at Gmail.
Okay. And
then my telephone number, and I'm welcome to take calls, is area code 513-607-1218.
Perfect. And people watching this, the replay can obviously rewind if they need to, or get a hold of me. I have all Roger's contact info and all the National Football Foundation info as well. So, hey, we're behind you. We're hoping to make this happen, and I think we can get somebody nominated nationally by this time next year.
I'd love it. It'd be a great, great, great accomplishment for sure.
Hey, Roger. That is Roger Thiesing joining us on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. If you need any of that info, get a hold of me. We got to make this happen. Let's get the National Football Foundation up and running in Montana and help out great young kids in football, student athletes. Let's see here. We'll take a break. We'll come back. When we return, we're going to check in with your Montana Rodeo Roundup. That is next. This segment brought to you by Ruckers Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Ruckers Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Ruckers, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Ruckers Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. Everyone knows about Dinners Done Right and the convenience of the cook and carry cuisines. It's so easy to just stop by and you have something for dinner that night. But there's also one more thing you need to know about. Dinners Done Right Grab and Go Salad Bar. Yes, I said salad bar. Always the freshest ingredients along with a daily soup and nacho bar too. So the next time you are in a rush or you just want to eat healthy, stop by Dinners Done Right for the soup, salad, and nacho bar. For monthly menus and more info, it's dinnersdoneright.com. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark Laro Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklarophotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklarophotography.com.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Summer, the season to work hard, play hard. The days are heating up and getting longer. The smell of fresh cut grass, the hot sun on your skin. We kidding. We all know you're really thinking about having fun and relaxing at the Copper Club Casino. Meet your friends for a cold one. Play a $5 or $2. When you want great service, cold drinks, and fun entertainment, this is the place. The Copper Club Casino, where everybody knows your name any time of year. On Euclid, across from the Lundy Center, the Copper Club Casino.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. Final segment on a Tuesday, brought to you by the Copper Club Casino. Hot games, warm staff, cold beer. Drink and gamble responsibly. On this day in history, coming up, the walk-off as well. Your Montana Rodeo Roundup is brought to you by Mark Laro Photography. Make sure you check out Mark for all of your senior pictures, family portraits, whatever you need done. Mark will do it for you. He's got unbelievable calendars, great photos you can buy, canvases, great stuff. MarkLaroPhotography.com. Northern Rodeo results from Townsend over the weekend. Trevor Kay of Chester took the bareback. Saddle Bronc, Quint Stroh, Nicholas DiNacenzo in bull riding. Austin Whitehouse, the steer wrestling. Ty Hedrick tie down. Brad and Brandon Urian took the team roping. Darby Haskins barrels, and Molly Salmond won the breakaway. In Superior, Rowdy Cranston won bareback. Saddle Bronc went to Parker Mothershead. Bridger Fitzpatrick won the bull riding. Jackson Stevens steer wrestling. Sam Levine tie down. Cash Trexler, Greg Cassidy took the team roping. Alexis McDonald won the barrels, and Seeley Salmond won the breakaway. So Seeley went back to back. No, Molly and Seeley split. There you go. Oh, and Superior 2, Seeley Salmond split first and second with Michaela Witter, 2 and 6 each. So it was a good weekend for the Salmon sisters. PRCA circuit. Oh, Northern Rodeo this week runs in Twin Bridges on Friday and Saturday at Madison County Fair and Rodeo. And then you also have Darby's Wild West Rodeo, which I'll be at on Friday and Saturday. Looking forward to that in Darby. Maybe we'll see another world record. Doubtful, but maybe. Let's see. PRCA side in Richland County Fair and Rodeo over the weekend. In Sydney, Caleb Berquist, your all-around champ. Bareback, Trenton Montero, Tanner Milan, the steers. Sean Bird, Zachary Schweigert, along with Brenton Hall and Chase Tryon, split the team roping. Tanner Butner, Saddle Bronc. Shane Hanshey, the tie down. Aaron Williams, barrels, and Shane Proctor got all the money because nobody else rode a bull, so Shane walked out with almost $12,000 in his pocket. In Great Falls at the Big Sky Pro Rodeo, wrapped up Saturday. Caleb Berquist, you're all around once again. Leighton Berry, the bareback. Austin Whitehouse took the steer wrestling average. Team roping went to Ed Holly and Clint Harry. Saddle Bronc, Zeke Thurston, tie down, average. Jake Pratt, barrels. Tacey Matthews and Wiley Hurst won the bull riding. This week on the Montana circuit, you've got Big Timber Wednesday, the weekly pro rodeo. And then you've got the Missoula Stampede Extreme Bowls on Wednesday as well tomorrow. And then Missoula Thursday through Saturday has its big rodeo, the Missoula Stampede. You've got the Bozeman Stampede this weekend as well. The Bear Paw Roundup up in Chinook as well. So lots of great action. And Cascade is Saturday and Sunday. So lots of stuff across the state between NRA and PRCA this week in Montana. Sage Newman will run in Missoula this weekend in Bozeman. So it's going to be a big weekend for future world champs, past world champs, lots of big names going to be in the state of Montana all weekend long. Looking forward to it. All right. Let's do On This Day in History. It is August the 9th. It is National Book Lovers Day. It is also Rice Pudding Day. On this date in 1905, Ty Cobb's mom, Amanda, kills her husband after mistaking him for a burglar. Jesse Owens won his 4th gold of the Berlin Olympics on this date in 1936, part of the 4x100 relay. 1946, on this date, the first time all Major League Baseball games were played at night. Satchel Paige inducted into baseball's Hall of Fame, 1971. 1976, Pirate pitcher John Candelaria with a no-hitter of the Dodgers. Edmonton Oilers traded Wayne Gretzky to the LA Kings on this date in 1988 for somewhere between $15 and $20 million. 2016, Michael Phelps wins the men's 200 butterfly gold in Rio, his 20th Olympic gold medal. 2020 PGA Championship, 23-year-old Colin Morikawa wins his first major title. Bob Cousy, born on this date in 1928, the great Boston Celtic, and the great tennis player Rod Laver, born on this date in 1938. And on this date in 1944, Smokey the Bear debuts as a spokesperson for fire prevention for the U.S. Forest Service. How about that?
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
Walk-off presented by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Pasta Zydeco. Remember last week I told you my buddy, I was telling him about it at golf last week, and then he texted me on Saturday and said, "What was that dish from Zydeco?" And I said, "Pasta Zydeco." So he went and had it. By all accounts, absolutely loved it. So make sure you stop into Cafe Zydeco on Euclid in Helena. Thanks to Roger Thiesing for joining us today from the National Football Foundation. If you want to get involved, get a hold of us. We'll put you in touch with the right people. I think it's something that the Frontier Conference schools, the Big Sky Conference schools in the state of Montana, and high schools in the state of Montana should all get behind and recognize our great student athletes here in football in the state of Montana, for sure. So there you go. So thanks to Roger. Tomorrow, Alex Eshelman will join us. And Thursday, we're talking basketball camps with the great Brittany Jackson. BJack, University of Tennessee. She'll join us. Looking forward to chatting and catching up with her. She just got married last month. So, but tomorrow, Alex Eshelman, she'll update us on Bobcat Sports and the Gallatin Valley as the Eschel Special returns for week number 2. Hope you have a great Tuesday. We'll see you back here on the Jason Walker Show. If you missed anything, as always, jasonwalkershow.com is the place to go. Check it out. Thanks to our great sponsors and all of our great listeners and viewers. Couldn't do it without you. We appreciate it. And big news coming up this week, too. We'll tell you more later this week. Have a great Tuesday.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.